Hi there. My name is John Stevens. I'm pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we are part of the ELCA. And welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where I take a look at the lectionary text, tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree or the junk drawer or the kids' room or the garage. That's how we've been doing it. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your week with me in this way, and thank you for your partnership in this ministry. And most importantly, thank you for the love that you're sharing with your kids and your congregation and your families. You, my friend, are rocking it. Thank you. Now, this is for the 6th Sunday after Pentecost, and we are looking at the whole story of Marcia. All right, every time I do that, it dates me, and there's maybe some of you that are like, I do not get that reference, which is fine, because it's a reference from a long time ago in the Brady Bunch. But anyway, we're looking at Mary and Martha. Yes, Martha, Mary and Martha. The reference is Marcia, but I always Martha. Anyway, there we are. I am so glad you're here. Boy, it's been a hard week. Just all the stuff that's all around us, and it's important for you to know that you are rocking it. And there are days that it does not feel like it, but you are. And you are making a difference in someone's life. So, as I'm all over the board and all of that, it really comes down to what the springboard is about this week, and that is distractions. That is the things that want to draw my attention away from the grace and the love of God, the things that make me question, the things that make me wonder, and just draw my attention away, the distraction. I can't help but think of the movie Up every time I think about squirrel. I think about distractions like that. And so much so that a member of our congregation a couple of years ago got me a little coaster for my coffee, and it says, I don't have ducks or a row. I have squirrels, and they are everywhere. And that's the feeling. I'm actually going to use this as part of my springboard, because I'm talking about the things that distract us from what God would have us do. And that can look different for a lot of different people. And for Martha, there's this worry, there's this concern, and Mary is sitting at the feet of Jesus in the place of a disciple. That's pushing the edge a little bit, and then Martha, of course, is working. She's working in the back, working in the kitchen, doing her thing, and it's like, I need some help here. And so all of this, and then Jesus talks about that, you're being distracted and all kinds of stuff. I tell you, doing a Bible study on this text, any of you who have led a Bible study on this text know this and the parable about the equal pay for the wages, the equitable wages, where everybody gets paid the same. You want to talk about stuff that really works with the fairness of how we feel and how God's grace makes life unfair. Because if it was all up to what I did to get God's grace, I would be in trouble. Anyway, squirrels are running rampant this morning. But it all has to do with being distracted and the things that draw me away from what God is asking me to do. God is asking me to do is to sit at the feet of Jesus, listen, and then respond. And the feet of Jesus might look like the neighbor that we heard about last week. There's the Samaritan. There's the one that's left for half dead. There's the innkeeper. All of these neighbors that are around and helping and taking part in all of this. And in essence, helping and being helped by Jesus. All of that things. And so as we look at the things that distract us, as we look at the things that draw us closer to God, we can ask the question, I wonder what those look like. So a way to get at this is to have someone interrupt, to have someone be a distraction in your children's sermon, so that you have a hard time getting the message out. And it could maybe it plays out like this. Maybe if you have if you have a high schooler in your congregation that wants to take part in this, or maybe one of the saints, and we're all saints, but one of the saints, one of the elderly, the 101-year-old that's faithfully at church every Sunday, or the one that feels like 101 years old, and have them interrupt or distract you in the children's sermon. So you're talking about all those things that's happening in the gospel text, and then you have someone. It's like as you're talking, they go, "Pastor," or "Saint of a youth leader." I mean, your name. They call you out, and you're like, I'm in the middle of something. Hold on a moment. I'll be with you in just a moment. You go back here, "Pastor, I'll be with you in just one moment, okay?" And then, okay, so we have the "Pastor, what do you want?" "Oh, I just wanted to remind you that you are loved." Oh, man, that is something I really needed to hear today. That is so important. And then tie that into the text about how the important things, and how the distractions can pull us away from what is crucial and what is important. So that's the springboard on the gospel text. The second reading has, in the words of the second reading, we think it's a hymn. We think it's an ancient hymn, a song lifting up about who Jesus is. And so if you wanted to approach the second reading that way, the springboard I'm thinking about is a song that means something to you. Asking the kids, do they have a favorite song that when they listen to it makes them feel happy? Sometimes I listen to a song that helps me go through my grief, my sadness. But do you have a favorite song? You might even open it up to the congregation. Ask, do they have a favorite song? And it doesn't have to be a hymn. It can be, though. And that how in these words we hear something deep and special about our God. In the songs that we hear, we know that all of this, the different songs that speak to different people, all you have to do is look about how our sons and daughters, and especially daughters, have been lifted up and empowered by Taylor Swift. And when we hear that amazing gift, and how that plays out, and then we can tie that in Colossians, in this text, when this ancient hymn is lifted up. So, all right, that's the springboards that I have for this. I am hoping that it can be useful for your own children's sermon. Again, thank you so much for spending a little bit of your week with me in this way. Thank you for your partnership in this ministry, and most importantly, thank you for the love that you're sharing with your kids and your congregation and your families. You, my friend, you are rocking it. Squirrel! Oh, sorry. You're rocking it. Peace.